so far. No. Oh well, my Discord's still freezing. Are you talking, Austin? Because I can't hear you if you are.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. I was muted.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh, dude, I just saw a funny fucking tweet. Fucking dying.
Hey, let me guess about how the
Oh,
Bengals are poverty.
oh, dude, we just started, man. Leave me alone, bro. Fuck. Keep me this out of this, bro.
Yeah, that's too early, dude. Too early. I don't know. I don't think that I'm not as down and out on the Bengals as everybody else. I know they had two really bad games back to back, but
Yeah, we'll get into that fucking shit later for real. Oh God, how we doing tonight, gentlemen? Let's wait a little bit. Let Paul tweet this out.
Good. We're good
Everybody,
here. We're good here.
we're good. I'm in
everybody
my
having
new
a
place, new house.
yeah, it's nice.
This is the pet slash
We gotta get some.
gaming
We gotta
room.
get some furniture in there though, because we can hear an echo, but it's not bad. We gotta
Yeah.
get some shit in there though.
Definitely. I'm gonna put some. I need to put some posters and flags up on the wall too, so that'll probably help.
You
out.
cat guy or a dog guy?
Both. I got 3 cats and 1
Okay.
dog.
Okay, all right.
The
You're
only
not a complete psychopath.
two.
Mike, scoot to the left.
Two of my
Um,
cats were not
just
by
in the
choice.
cab.
They just fucking showed
Yeah.
up dying on my doorstep. This one, where?
I'm Are your cats indoor or outdoor cats?
I keep them indoors. I don't trust letting them out.
Alright.
Come here, Bubba. This one's Maul. He's the newest one. Oh, I gotcha.
You're a dick,
Damn.
bro. Dude, that's crazy. Oh yeah, that's a cute little thing. What's up, buddy?
Tuxedo. He's got some
Yeah, I
tabby
like that.
markings.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good looking kitty.
But yeah, yeah, we had 1 cat. I got 1 cat for Perry for as a graduation gift. And
Yeah.
then, like 6 months after we got that cat, or maybe it was more like 4 months after we got that cat, another one was like stuck in the fiberglass under our house. Like stuck in the insulation as like a baby. He was like 4 weeks old. We saved him. We named that one Kenobi. He's the only white one. Our oldest one, Vader, is the one we adopted, and then this one, probably in November. Oh wait, November. What am I talking about? No, we found Kenobi in November. This one we found like a month ago, or maybe a month and a half ago. And he had like both of his eyes were swollen shut. I thought he was never gonna see again, but we took
Oh,
him to
shit.
the vet, and he ended up all right. He seems happy now. He's got a little congestion, but it's clearing up slowly.
I'm trying to get some light in here because I feel like I'm always way too dark. I got
Your
bought I had old LED lights that went around my room, and I
Yeah,
had them
what
for like
happened?
I had like dude, they just shit the bed. They stopped working. So like I got these other ones, and I was like, oh, they'll do the job, bro. These things don't even light up like at all. Like the other ones used to like pop and used to be like really bright. These ones are like kind of just there. I don't know. I'm gonna see how this looks on the a little bit delayed, but I'm trying to see how this looks with the window a little bit open.
Yeah, I
Probably looks
definitely
like
can see a
shit.
little bit more, but
Looks like shit though, from what I can see.
I can actually see my face on my old. I had no backlighting in my old room, so my face was just white the entire stream.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta fix my lighting. Hannah mentioned that earlier to me.
Um, are we?
Did he text you back?
Oh, it's
He just texted me now. Perfect.
okay. Also, I guess we're on a 30-second delay. I guess that's probably
Yeah,
from-
something. Yeah.
I have it set up as a 30-second delay. I think that's probably from the tournament. Whenever I was supposed to cast the tournament and then got sick.
Nick, just could you share your screen because we have the
Oh.
delay. So.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. When you share your screen, Nick, there'll be the 3 dots down there. You'll hit show options and then hit or you hit your share your screen and then hide it. It won't it'll get away from your screen. It'll go back to the 4. It'll go back to the 4 cams.
How do I hide it? It's options.
Just click, or I think you
Show
go.
non-video non-video.
Yeah.
That gets rid of it, I think.
Or you can hit right click your shared screen like on the 4 boxes, and then hit share my or show my screen and hit now. You see that? Here, look. Here, I'm gonna do it real quick. Yeah, hit right click and then more options. So go up to your video, hit right click more options. It says show my shared screen and click it off. And then you want to go to more options and then show non-video participants and unclick
there
it.
we go. I got it. There we go. Good shit. Yeah, I would have already, I think, had that all set up for the 4-man camera, but I had to reset it all today. All right.
Yeah,
so
we're down a man today.
We are down a man
Yeah.
today. Isaac isn't here.
He's in nap time.
Maybe avoiding the T. Higgins versus Riley Moss conversation. I don't know.
He was getting cooked. I don't
Were
care
you
what you say.
Were you watching the same fucking football game I was watching? We're getting into that later.
He
Fuck
had
that.
one bad pass interference call, but he was targeted 7 times and only allowed 2 catches. I don't know.
I'll get into that later. I was because I was at work watching the whole game, and I'll tell you what I
I
saw.
tell you probably saw one play where he got caught. T. Higgins made a really good catch on one play that got called back, and then Riley Moss had a bad pass interference on another play.
And T. Higgins mossed him on another one. Fuck that. We're getting to that shit later.
He's the most. He's the most targeted cornerback in the league, and is the only cornerback with more than like 30 targets that still doesn't have double-digit catches on him. So I don't know.
He ain't good.
Like I said, I'll bring it up. Oh,
Now I'm gonna go.
I didn't know about this segment.
Topic, and I put it first because I feel like it's gonna be a long one. And I want to pose a question. I don't want to just like. I want to pose the question, and the question is, do you think that Joe Burrow is your guy for the future? Not because obviously he's great, but he's never available, and I know it's your O-line that causes that quite a lot. But I mean, is it too late for him? Like, is he too beat up? Like, do you think that it might be time?
No.
I
think that's it. I think it's a valid. I think it's to the point where it's getting to the point where it's kind of like a valid discussion, or I think it's something that I think deserves to kind of maybe be brought up. But I think anybody that actually buys into it or trying to buy into that kind of thing of like it's time to move on from Joe just doesn't watch football. If you want to go back and look at his injury history, I mean. To my knowledge, an ACL in college, and then 1 ACL his rookie year in the league. And then his other 3 injuries that have really put him back and gave him setbacks was the appy he got that caused him to miss a lot of camp, a lot of preseason, which ended up resulting in us in a slow start. And then the following, and that slow start, by the way, ended up with the Bengals being in the AFC Championship game away from the Super Bowl. And then you go to the following year, the calf strain. Didn't miss any games, but obviously was unable to kind of really be the Joe Burrow that we all know and love. He was really stuck in the pocket. He wasn't as mobile. When he got healthy, his first healthy game that year was against the 49ers. Went into San Francisco and absolutely destroyed them. Didn't destroy him, but I mean, Joe Burrow was lights out in that football game. And then that same season, that funky wrist injury. He's the first quarterback to ever have that injury before, right? Like that is kind of like a freak. That's kind of like a freak injury. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like something that's common. And then we go to this year, turf toe, 2%, 2 point. It's another freak one. So it's like, I would understand if it was maybe like ACL after ACL or like, an injury that kept reoccurring that was causing him to get out. Joe's going through like he just got the bad, like he's kind of like
But do you think it
Like,
could be
and
He's got
it's like,
Cincinnati look.
You think he needs more
Yeah.
calcium or something? Like, there's got to be a reason
Dude,
he keeps getting
there's
injured
not a
in
reason,
all
bro.
these random,
Dude.
weird-ass ways. You know what I mean?
it's
Probably
just the
because
way
he's the most sacked quarterback since
it's
he's
just
been in
the
the
way
NFL.
That's also
it's just the
true.
way Joe plays football. People want to bet, obviously we can get into that, but that's a whole nother discussion. But no, I think as long as not Nine's in the payroll, Nine's in the locker room, Nine's playing the game, as long as Nine is under contract with the Bengals, if he wants to leave on his own in 2-3 years, whenever his deal's up, that's fine. But I think the Bengals would be idiotic to move on from him, trade him, get rid of him. But I'm not
complaining. What if you could get a top caliber quarterback in return?
No, there's nobody else that I would want.
Nobody else.
Like-
Let's
No.
say right now, now the Bucks are like, well, we're
No,
good.
I do not want
You don't
Baker.
want Baker?
Baker's 30-something years old. There is
No,
not a
that's-
single.
Playing great.
There is not.
Baker's
I
like
don't
a
care.
top 5 quarterback
Baker's
this
if
year.
Baker's not Joe
When
Burrow
Joe's
level.
healthy, he's a top 3 quarterback in the NFL.
Have we watched?
I
Stop.
don't think Baker is as good. I obviously don't think Baker's as good, but you're not going to get somebody as good or better than Joe Burrow. You're not going to get Patrick Mahomes for Joe Burrow. You have to.
I would rather-
have a slight downgrade for more availability. Is the route? Is what I'm saying.
I'm riding this thing to the end of the cliff. If Burrow, requests a trade and goes out on his own, or if he leaves when his deal's up, that's on Joe. But for me, I think the Bengals would, we've seen football the last 2 weeks. We've tuned into the Bengals. This team looks, I saw a tweet, and this was the funniest shit I saw watching the Monday Night Football game. The Bengals look like, without Joe Burrow, look like 2 good wide receivers and 7 pedestrians around them trying to figure out what's going on.
That's what they were with him, though. They were just Joe Burrow and 2 receivers. I mean,
right, but yet again, what other quarterback can come in and do that? Look at Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson quit on his football team last week in Kansas City because his defense couldn't get a stop.
I didn't watch enough of that game, but that game score is surprising to me.
He quit. His hamstring injury, he's playing this week.
No, he's not. He's out 3 weeks.
No, he's not. There's a new tweet that came out today that he's questionable to play after he magically was out 2 to 3 weeks. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Lamar Jackson quit on his football team. There's no other quarterback that you could put in this Cincinnati team that is going to be able to do better than Joe. I don't care. Maybe Josh Allen might be the only one. I don't even think Mahomes.
You don't even think
no,
Patty?
Patrick Mahomes sucks. I'll stand on that cliff. That dude's being bailed out by having.
I
Give
honestly think his team
give
sucks.
Mahomes a bottom level defense. They suck. His defense has literally helped him so much throughout his entire career because he's had an
I agree,
elite
but
level
the same
defense.
Thing happened with Tom. People said the same thing about Tom Brady.
Bro,
though.
Mahomes
Tom
is winning
Brady
football
had-
games, putting up 17
every year
points
that
a game.
Tom Brady won the Super Bowl. His defense was number 1. And
Right,
pretty
I'm
sure
just
the same-
saying.
the same fact is true for Patrick.
I don't know
Top
about
10.
that. I'm
Top
just saying
10, not- I
Mahomes.
think.
Top 10,
Not number 1.
But yeah, they were good either way.
I'm just saying
Maybe not.
Mahomes is carried by his defense, and that's a good organization, right? That's an organization you want to play for. You put Burrow in Mahomes' shoes, he's going to do the same thing. If you put Mahomes in Burrow's shoes, he can't do what Joe does. He won't be able. Joe's literally put up 100 points in 3 games last year in this offense, and they lost 2 of them. I think they lost all 3. My bad. It was the Ravens, Commanders, and the Ravens, Commanders, Chargers. Back 3 games in a row. He put up 100 points on offense.
But-
they lost all 3 of those football games.
You can
Mahomes
argue-
is losing football. He's losing football games, putting up he's winning games with his defense holding teams to 19 points, 17 points. They won 9 games last year by a single point. If he was on the Bengals last year putting up 17 points a game, they don't win a football game. You got to remember, you're giving Mahomes a
but
shitty ass defense.
But Mahomes.
Then you're going to go
receivers
give Burrow an
suck.
elite.
Mahomes'
The Bengals
talent
would've
position
won.
Players are running the wrong way off the line of scrimmage. I mean, like Mahomes'
I
talent
mean-
position players have not been good. Like last year,
He's
they
been-
weren't
He
good
plays
either.
with one of the greatest offensive coaches in football history,
That's true,
so
too.
it doesn't
I mean-
really matter who the fuck you have out there. He's going to scheme someone open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't scheme anybody open. You got to think about that. So that's to my point. I don't think there's anybody that can come in and do better than Joe. Maybe other than Josh Allen, because Josh Allen can do one thing better than Joe, which is his legs. That's it.
Yeah.
That would be the only reason I would say he might be able to come in and maybe perform at the same level as Joe because he has that aspect of his game that Joe doesn't have.
I could think of one other quarterback.
Stop.
He could probably tank more
but
hits
I mean,
because
it's
he's huge.
yet again. I hate that topic of like Joe's injury history, dude. He's got some of these freak injuries. It's football. It's the game. It sucks.
But I mean, like, what is the only year that he's played the entire year? The one that they went to the Super Bowl?
He played 3 years straight. He played the year they went to the Super Bowl, the year after, and then last year. If you go look at his injury, he played like 52 games in a row.
Didn't he get injured at the end of the season? And then last year,
he got hurt in like week
for part of the season last year. Oh, y'all just started slow, I guess. I thought he was injured early in the season last year, or did you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought
he was coming back from the wrist, and everybody was worried about his wrist. No, he played like prior to the Baltimore injury. He played like 52 games straight. Super Bowl, AFC Championship. So that's 19 games and then 18 games, and then he played up to week 10. He played 50 something games in a row. So
I mean,
I'm not buying that whole
that Super Bowl that y'all went to, but
it is what it is. But now the 9's a quarterback for this football team. And the football team sucks without him. So I mean, it's gonna be a rough ride, but just to cap it off now, I don't give a fuck if Joe gets hurt next year when he comes and plays. Put him out for 6 weeks, have him come back. I think it's a valid discussion that can get brought up. The only thing I would say to back that is because what we've seen from Jake Browning is of late, dude. We need to get I guess Browning was looked at as an elite backup. They got to find somebody to come in and be an elite backup quarterback. Like somebody that, like, if 9 goes down, it's like, all right, we got a chance. And I guess everybody thought we had that with Browning, right? With when he came in and played 2 years ago, the numbers he put up, the records, and yet again, there's valid points. He didn't beat a playoff team. The playoff teams he played, he lost. I understand that, but he was able to win the football games against the bad teams, and that's, I guess, what we're expecting him to do.
Yeah, that's what you expect out of a backup. You want him to coast the bad games and try.
And then obviously, like,
maybe one tough one.
Exactly. But but the way he's looked the last 2 weeks, dude, it's just been fucking miserable. It's been horrible. I mean, I understand you want to talk about T and Jamar against Denver this week, dude. They were open way more than the ball got thrown to them. The 50-50 ball he threw to T on the first drive, bro, you could have stacked 3 T Higgins on top of T, and he still couldn't have caught that ball. Dude didn't even give him a chance to catch the ball. Like, you had to play with Jamar, the rollout. He threw it to Tinsley instead of Jamar underneath. There was nobody near him. And then as maybe a drive later, he ended up forcing the ball to Jamar. He had Gesicki out over the middle. And then the one throw he had to Jamar, he got the ball out late and underthrew it. And he beat Surtain with he had safety help over the top. He beat PS2, got him the bite on the inside route. He cut it right on out. Ball should have been thrown as soon as he cut. Browning's late on the throw. Like Browning's, I get the problem with the offensive line, maybe not blocking for him. I guess I'm talking way too much into the I'm talking about other things, but he's not performing well. I don't think any other quarterback can do what Joe does.
Yeah, I mean, and I watched that game. I mean, I texted during the game. I was like, we suck. Like, it's pathetic how our defense was playing against Jake Browning after the way he got treated the week before. And then our defense is going to let him drive right down the field on the first drive. And, I mean, maybe it was just like first drive. I mean, a lot of times offenses have more success on the first drive.
Zach Taylor comes out with the play. He's got his plays. He knows what he's doing, and then he can't adapt.
Yeah.
The defense is adapted to the play calling. It's just, we'll talk about the Bengals here, I guess. Is that a gripe session later or no?
No, we don't have a gripe session just because it was just the Bengals. We just wanted the Joe Burrow discussion. I mean,
makes sense.
I could gripe about the Broncos for sure, but I don't know. I was like, I guess I shouldn't gripe about a 28-3 win because.
What's up, Nick?
I thought it was a pretty good
Where's the
win for us,
BO7?
even if you guys were a bad team. We just kind of needed it, especially going into.
Yeah, and also I know this is never going to get up to these people, but Shannon Sharp, please shut the fuck up. I'm tired of listening to this fucking man yap. Great football player, whatever. But jeez, oh Pete's, man. Like, hey, pick a team. Are you a fucking Raven or are you a fucking Bronco? 'Cause you can't be fucking both. You root for the Broncos when the Ravens suck, and it's vice versa. This guy pisses me to fuck off. I love his podcast, mainly because Chad's on it. But, oh, my God. Like, he's over here bragging and shit over fucking beating a backup quarterback Bengals, a Bengals team that didn't even look like they want to be out there on Monday night or last Sunday. They don't look like they want to play foot or ball at all. But Shannon Sharp, man, he pisses me to fuck off. I'm not going to lie. He needs to stay away from women, too. Jeez, Pete's. That cat, he honestly, bro, I watched his podcast, bro. He got me hurt, bro. I was so mad.
Nick did say in the chat, Browning is terrible, but he didn't give up 500 yards. And
I don't give a fuck. That's not a problem. Your defense played 40 minutes out of the 45 or 30. I think the dude, when you go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, they gave up 7 points in the second half. I don't care about the other touchdown at the very last drive. Bro, they were out there jogging. They played 45 fucking – like, they played – I think you guys might have had –
field knew the game was over after halftime, to be honest.
Right, but, like, dude, they went out there and they kept them in the football game for as long as they can. But if you keep going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, your defense is out there. What more do you expect from your defense? And yet again, that's what I said going into this game. Coming from the Vikings game is like you hang your defense high and dry 2 weeks in a row, and the narrative is the Bengals defense sucks. But like if you can't even get across the midfield or get a first down in the second half, like they had like maybe 4 first downs the entire game, and half of them came in the first fucking drive.
Yeah, I don't think they got past the 50-yard line after the first drive.
They didn't. I don't know. The Bengal team look lost. I won't pick them I probably won't pick them until Burrow comes back. I'm gonna be completely honest. 75 points in 2 games. Yeah, you're right. How many first downs do we have? Like, I'm.
Hold on. I gotta go at Nick on this.
Huh?
I gotta, not you, Nick in the chat. Nick brings up 75 points in 2 games. That just, I mean, tell me you didn't watch the first game.
Yeah, that was all turnovers.
The Minnesota game. I mean, there was 7 turnovers. I feel like I don't know exactly how many
6.
there were. 6 turnovers. 1 ran back for a touchdown. Did he run both back?
2.
Yeah.
Isaiah Rodgers' house is 2. It's like
off of the offense is pretty bad, especially
like 14 off the offense.
Don't
plus
even
you're giving
count
up
where
prime
they
field position
every time. So it's like yet again, paid on the Bengals defense. I'll be honest, Cam Taylor-Britt, that's probably the only guy that I'll say fucking blows. That cat, he played 6 snaps, and it's not because he was hurt. That guy's fucking
Jordan
terrible.
Battle sucks too, though.
He's garbage. It was funny. I was him on Twitter. We're playing, we're losing, and somebody looks like the Bengals defense are really missing Jordan Battle. He's not hurt or not playing tonight. He's just out on the field looking lost. And the same time as I'm reading that tweet, Bo Nix rolls out. Somebody comes across. This was when they were in the red zone, and he tries there was a tight end I think crossing. He tried to run with them and he tripped over his own fucking feet. Like
shout out Josh Newton.
Josh Newton lost. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I would cut this entire Bengals defense minus fucking 2 people, 3, 4 people, maybe 5, 6. I would cut everybody. Okay, I would keep Demetrius Knight, Trey Henderson, Shamir, DJ Turner, Dax Hill, and probably Geno Stone. Everybody else can take a fucking hike. Defensive tackles are garbage. Mission Shamir doesn't help us at all because Miles fucking Murphy, terrible. Fucking Osai, terrible. The entire fucking team sucks on defense. Like but the thing is they look manageable. They look competitive. Like they when you give them, I feel like if you give them a chance to like have the offense keep them in the football game, I feel like they can keep it mixy and they might be able to make some turnovers. Yet again, they got a turnover in the red zone. Demetrius Knight picked off Bo Nix. Like that's what this defense and the Bengals defense in the past have been really good at. Get into the red zone.
Why the fuck did
but
he
like
because
Bo Nix is terrible.
Back of the end zone.
Like, yeah, I understand he looked great, whatever, but like he put up good numbers. That guy's terrible. Okay, I would be worried if I'm a Denver team. I don't know. I wasn't.
Last night.
There was nothing. Yeah, the Bengals game is the get ready game for every team this year. Like that is the game that every team plays. Goes, all right, if we're struggling, this is a game that gets us back on track. And maybe they helped out Cincinnati or the Denver, but defense sucks. Offense like. We don't have the Bengals gripe, so you're stuck with me. When you're on the road and you get a play in at 10, 11 seconds and break the huddle, get your quarterback a chance or two to maybe switch something, and then you snap the ball while it's hitting 0 every time, that gives a defensive line the perfect chance to get the best jump ever. That's why like our tackles looked like shit. I mean, Orlando Brown struggled all year, and eventually I hope he wakes up and kicks it in. But like a couple of the sacks that Jake's taken is like, yeah, he's offense line's getting beat, but it's like when you're snapping at 0 every time and the defensive line's staring at the play clock go down, it's like they're gonna go regardless because it's either a delay a game or a timeout, or you're snapping the ball. They're getting a perfect jump. That happened way too much. We can't run the ball. Yet again, it looked like Denver put 9 in the box and was saying like, hey, beat us by throwing the football. And Jake Browning couldn't make a fucking throw or find the right guy to throw the ball to, couldn't make the right read. So it's just, I mean, this team sucks. Zach Taylor showed me everything I needed to know in his podcast or press conference saying, "Oh, we trust Jake." All right, well, we're gonna get ran the next 2 weeks, buddy. So maybe 3.
Do you want them to trade for another quarterback right now, or would you rather just?
Dude, I would love for this football team.
Dangerous.
I would love for them to not win another fucking. As crazy as it sounds, because there's a way that this team can win football games and be in the mix, especially with a bad Baltimore team. I'm not sold on the Steelers completely. I still think, yet again, saying Pittsburgh's going to win this division is crazy. Like, I'm being honest. Nobody's saying that at the beginning of the year. But Pittsburgh looks like they're going to win the division.
Yeah, if the Ravens.
And it looks like, depending on what Denver does, you know what I mean? There might be 3 teams in the West that make it, maybe only 2 if maybe, the Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, maybe one of them, struggles towards the end of the stretch. But I'm just saying there's a chance that this Bengals team can make a
definitely like I feel like their team would like go to shit too. They wouldn't be as bad as the Bengals because their defense is insane, but they would probably lose a bunch of 13-7 games or 13-3 or some shit.
I'm just saying like
21
my point is I'm trying to just say is like I feel like this team, if Joe does come back around that week 13-14 mark, which I think somebody's rumored to come back is week 14, gives him 5 games to come play. Dude, just get us like literally you have to find a way to win 3 to 4 football games while he's out. I think 10 wins gets you in the playoff. Now we have to probably win out when Burrow comes back, but like that, but then this other side of me is like, dude, fuck Zach Taylor. This guy's terrible. He's like 5-30, I think, career, or 5-29 without Joe as his quarterback. This guy sucks, man. He couldn't motivate me to fucking flush the toilet after I peed.
Yeah,
this guy sucks.
How many of that record is a backup quarterback
4
behind Joe?
4 with Browning. 4. He had. Well, yeah, I think it's 4.
The record, like the whole 5-30 record, was that all starting quarterbacks, or was that?
4 of them were 4 of them were Browning, and then whatever he did his rookie year, which I think we had the first overall pick. I think we won 2 football games, so I think he's got 6 wins without Burrow as his QB in the league.
All right. Well, I'm over the Bengals. Yeah. Let's talk about good football teams.
Week 4 games recap. Just an overview of the entire board. Anything that stands out to anybody?
New Orleans showed a little bit of fight. Everyone thought that was going to be a bloodbath. That was actually a decent football game. Mm-hmm. They actually were moderately competitive, which is shocking. Let's hope that's not the case this week. And Green Bay Dallas, go fuck yourselves, was going to be game of the week till you guys ended it in a tie, and now I couldn't bring myself to pick it because that just leaves a sour taste. Green Bay's defense didn't get a sack against the Cowboys, just a statistic to throw out there. You trade 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark for Micah Parsons, and you guys go play head-to-head, and Kenny Clark has more of an impact on the game than Micah Parsons. Says something. I mean, I don't know what's up with Green Bay. I mean, he had some pressures, but it's like, at the end of the day, you're there to sack the quarterback.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're Dallas down CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I was high on the Packers, and now I don't know about these cats. But also, then again, Dallas, realistically, if you think like, and this is me being non-biased. If you think about it, Dallas could have been could be 4-0.
Yeah, they're a weird.
I mean,
team,
the only
but
game
Their defense sucks. They're 1-2-1. Let's come on.
But I don't
They could have
know,
beat
it's
Philly.
weird how they played Philly so well. Then they get smoked. And
they didn't get smoked. They won their game right after it. I would know.
Well, oh, you mean they beat the? But I'm talking about when their first loss. What did they start 2-0 and then they
No, they're
obliterated.
They lost 24 to they let fucking what's his name? They let Caleb Williams just absolutely carve them.
1-1, yeah.
Yeah.
Then they lost the
I don't know. They're going to turn it
5
around though. They might win 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 4 in a row. Like they can go on a run here. Dallas is in a pretty decent spot, to be completely honest with you. Just so their defense can figure it out, maybe get them a couple stops.
I just don't.
I mean,
see
because
how
their
the
next game,
Bears could blow you out like that.
Ben Johnson. That's how.
But yeah, going up against a good offense, and yet again, there was a point in the game where Dak was like 22 for 24 for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, and they were losing. And then obviously the 2 picks don't help towards the back end of the game, but like that was still a somewhat game. Like even towards the end, I mean, it was 14-21, and then it was 14-14. Then Dak throws a pick.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just reading through it. Like it's what is it? It's 14-24 here, and then an interception happens. They go 14-21, like, and they were driving too when Pickens that ball basically bobbled off his hands. I mean, Dallas is. I mean, it reminded me a lot of the Bengals of last year. Defense is terrible. Offense, Dak. I mean, Dak's actually looked like one of his best
Old
years.
Dak.
Yeah, he's looking like one of like. It's to my knowledge, my memory, he's one of his best years in a while. And then I mean, he's yet again his next stretch of games are you go Jets, Panthers, Commanders. I mean, we don't know what the Commanders are yet. We'll probably
Jaden should
find
be
out.
back by then.
Right, but I mean, he was struggling when he came back in, and so he's already.
By Michael Penix and the Falcons does not look good for the Commanders.
Yeah, that's kind of my point that I'm getting at, Mike. So we don't know about that Commanders team, and then they go play Broncos, Cardinals, Raiders. Like that's a very favorable. Then they play the Chiefs, Eagles, Lions, and 3 straight. But like the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games for them is very promising to walk out of there with 4-2, 5-1 record. To be honest.
Who is that?
Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but then they.
I don't think like. I don't know. I don't think that their offense is going to keep up the way they're scoring. I think their defense is just shit. And
I think their offense is going to be fine.
Yeah, maybe.
Once it gets. And another team told you guys I bet $100 on them last week during the show at plus 470 to make the playoffs. Bears, they were able to squeak out a win in Vegas.
Yeah, that's when I'm like, how are they blowing out the Cowboys, but then they beat the Raiders by a point? The Raiders are horrible. I mean, Geno was the worst player in the NFL last week. So
they just weren't really their offense. They were stalling out in red zones. They could have won this if they executed properly. They could have won this game they could have blown them out easily, in my opinion. But they kicked a lot of field goals in this game. I'm pretty sure they were just on a field goal simulator. They couldn't convert in the red zone, which was unfortunate. But I think they're going to be a team to watch out for coming out of the bye. Also, he's probably getting dropped in majority of leagues right now. Colson Loveland, go pick him up. I think after the bye, tight end they took in the first round. I think they took him 10th.
I think it was more like 15th, wasn't it?
No, because Warren got drafted at 14, if I remember correctly, and he was the second tight end off the board.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought Warren got drafted before him.
No.
But
that's why everyone was shocked.
Still, like, okay, like the Raiders were like all Max Crosby this game, and like when you're playing a bad team, if you're almost losing to a bad team because their star player is just spoiling the game for you, Well, when you go up against a good playoff team, they have more than one Max Crosby. Like, if you're going against the Lions, they have Aiden Hutchinson. They have fucking, what's the cornerback name? Brian Branch.
Yeah.
They have fucking...
Safety.
You know, huh? Well, I'm not saying...
He
saying
plays everywhere.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they have multiple... I'm not saying that... I'm not just talking about on the defensive line. I'm talking about star players all over the defense. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, look, I'm not saying that they're going to be great. I'm saying they're going to make the playoffs. Like, look, do I think they're one and done in the playoffs? Yeah, but like, I think they're a playoff team. I think that they're going to be good, especially coming off the bye. I think they're going to be really good. Also, by the way, I don't have to talk about the Giants here. I have my own segment for that, right?
I don't think there is a Giants segment. No.
Thank God.
Oh, all right. Well, in that case, upset pick of the week. Check. I should have 2 wins with the Giants, but we got unlucky against Dallas. But Jackson Dart came in. Look, the box score. If you look at that, it's not going to look like it's the craziest thing, but he came in, no turnovers, was mobile, converting third downs, making big time throws. We're not going to talk about the guy's jersey that I'm not wearing this week because that sucks. But the defense played lights out. I mean, they set him up to win. And I was at the game, loudest stadium spin in a while. And just between Dart, Scadaboo, it just brings life to this team that they haven't had in 6 years, probably, I'd say.
Yeah,
and
versus I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but versus a Chargers team, their defense is like insane. That's a good defense, and I mean 21 points, like 21-18 doesn't seem like a huge win, but like when you're looking at this Giants team, they're playing off the back of that defense, and so if you're able to beat another team with a solid defense like that and still put up 3 touchdowns, I mean you can do it versus mediocre defenses as well, for sure.
Yeah, let me jump and ruin this parade real quick. All right. What have I said from day one on this podcast? 2 things cannot happen back-to-back good for the New York Giants. Rookie quarterback starts, you win the game, star receiver out, ACL. Like, you talked a lot about Joe's toe. You talked a lot of shit. Look at you now. Wan'Dale Robinson's like, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, Jackson impressed me. He carries himself really well, right? No moments really seems too big for him. He's shown that in college. Showing it now, but like I'm a little less confident now without having a star wide receiver that can help him. Because let's be honest, he didn't run the ball that well. He didn't throw the ball that well. He had 105 yards passing. His 1 touchdown pass is a shuffle pitch. Like, he made some big time throws on some third down. I watched that entire football game. So he made some big time throws on third down. One of them was, he's in his own end zone on 3rd and whatever. It looked very comfortable. Whatever. He was very comfortable standing in the pocket, in his own end zone. Didn't seem flustered, rolled out, and he helped direct Theo Johnson back to him, who was running down the field.
Darius Slayton.
My bad. Sorry, I'm trying my best off memory.
I know. You don't know a lot of our players,
but he draws him back to him, and he makes a great throw on 3rd down. There's another throw that he put right over the middle, and I believe that one was Theo Johnson, if I'm not mistaken, on 3rd down in the second half. Came right across the middle.
That was to ice the game. Well, it was like a hook to curl.
Yeah. He made a couple big-time throws. He got a lot of 3rd downs. I think 6 or 9 of 3rd down or 7 of whatever. All 6 of them came by him. 3 throwing, 3 running, and then I think Scadaboo got 1 of them. But he looked impressive when it came to how he carried himself. But looking forward as a Giant fan, I don't know if he can play like that and stay healthy the entire season. You saw that whatever the hell he was doing, the big run he had that got called back for holding. He fucking just pimp slapped somebody. Like, as soon as he got up, he went straight down. That's when they pulled him into the medical tent, because I don't care what he says or anybody says. He was hurting after he did that. But I don't know if that style of play is going to be able to get him through the whole year. That's what John Gruden said when he did that little thing he does with the quarterbacks coming in, about sliding, not taking the hits. Jackson wants to run people over.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to run through that motherfucker.
Yeah, and did he? Look what he did. He
He was fine. He was fine.
He went to the medical tent. Anyways, I don't know if that style is sustainable, but it's a good one for New York. I feel like the city, like Mike said, a lot of life. I think that helped carry that game. But I just don't know with Neighbors going out, if Dable's going to be able to kind of draw up and scheme some plays up because this offense looks still terrible. Truthfully,
Should have had a touchdown at the end of the game too. Wandale dropped the ball in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's just
fantasy team anymore.
The ground and pounds. Your guys' is gonna have to. Scadaboo's gonna have to play great every week. If your guys' run game goes to shit, you guys play a team that shuts down the run game early.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna force Jackson to throw 35 times a game. You guys are in trouble. If the run game can stay relevant for you guys, it's good for you guys. But I still see you guys walking out of the year with 5-6 wins tops. And but I feel like as long as he looks impressive and has growth, it's a successful rookie year for him. But because that was one thing I saw about him is how are you going to judge his rookie year by success? And I don't think you can do it off wins just because of the schedule. But he's going to have to play. At some point, he's going to have to beat these good teams. I just don't know if he's got the pieces around him, especially with Neighbors being out. I don't think this team's a playoff team. Even with Neighbors, I still think they got a lot of work to do on the offensive side of the ball and the defense side of the ball. Your guys' front five's great. Everything else around them sucks. I'll be honest, like
they played with more life.
Just speaking on that part too is like you guys are terrible in the run game as well. Your defense is not a good run stop defense. You guys are really good at getting to the quarterback, pass rush. You got a lot of pass rush guys. Dude, fucking Amari and Hampton was averaging 12 yards a carry. They only gave him the ball like 8-9 times. He had 100-something yards, averaging 12 a carry. I don't know why the Chargers didn't pound the ball in that football game because he was carving.
Which is weird, I think when they win, too. They always win the ball when they run heavy.
I don't know why they just... I don't know why they just got away from that.
I think that... I'm pretty sure that's skewed by 2 runs.
What did he have, Mike? You're looking at a stat sheet. I'm going off my brain.
No. I'm double checking this right now because he had the 54-yard touchdown run, and then I'm pretty sure at the end of the game he had I'm getting the exact yardage for it. And it took the lead. So, what's that? 84 of those yards came on 2 runs.
And he only had how many carries?
12.
Right. So if this cat's breaking loose every 2 carries, you think you give him more than maybe just 10, 12 touches a game? I expect this team to play 60 snaps, 55 snaps, to be around that 30-20 mark with running the football, not fucking 50-12. But that was a bad game plan by Dable, by Harbaugh.
Yeah, I mean, balanced attack is usually the best route.
But also, something to highlight. Yeah, you brought up the defense. The run D was it great? No, but I think they only had one sack, but I think there was almost 20 pressures on Herbert. Yeah, Abdul Carter looked the best he's looked all year. He was straight bullying.
I'm curious. Obviously we don't know, but he's surrounded by a good defensive front. Obviously, Thibodeau and Burns are going to get more, double teams, and he's going to get more one-on-one looks. But that's what happens when you have a good defensive front. I mean, he leads the league in pressures. You guys are really good at getting to the quarterback. I mean, we said that before.
If you're in 3rd and 10, you might be cooked. But then again, our defense. Our secondary, will they be able to cover? That is the question. I mean, Drew Phillips has been good. Leads the NFL in pass breakups. But
sucks.
He's been good, and Holland's been good. And then
Newman's regressed a lot.
Yeah, Newman had a good rookie year, and he hasn't been that good. Flott's, when you're flipping between Cordell Flott and Deonte Banks, whichever one's out there. Banks actually made a good play on one of the last drives. I think it was the second to last one. But besides that, he hasn't done shit all year. And yeah, that's it for my Giants rant. We won a football game, and thank God.
And I want to apologize. I had to run away. Apparently, one of my dogs got out of the yard again, and my dad was butt ass naked out of the shower, so I had to go run and get him. What other games you talk about?
Talked about Vegas. We talked about Dallas. And I think there was one more that I brought up. And the Saints. I brought up that they actually put up a fight.
I'm bringing up the one last game I want to talk about. Fucking Baltimore Ravens. Garbage. They suck. Lamar quit on his fucking football team. He's not good enough to carry his team to wins. I'm keeping that same energy that all those Baltimore fans want to talk about Joe. Yet again, it's an injury, defense. It's you got guys hurt left, right, center. I really don't give a fuck. Lamar's got to be better. He's got weapons around him on the offensive side of the ball. He's got him, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, and he's putting up 20 a game. He's pulling a fake hammy injury. Now he's magically healthy and going to play this week more than likely is what I read on Twitter today.
He didn't practice today.
Huh?
He did not practice today.
Did not practice today. Okay. But he looked like there was a tweet I saw. He was more week to week rather than being out for 3 weeks is a tweet I saw.
Yeah, it's looking more like that.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Baltimore, team that everybody was clear cut to win the AFC North. And probably one of the top three teams in the AFC preseason polls or preseason whatever. They're 1-4?
3. We've only played 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Sorry, man. I play too much Madden. I lose count of how many games. They're 1-3. Yeah. Can this guy ever win a big football game, or is he just gonna beat the guys he's supposed to beat and lose to the guys he can't beat? So, 2-time MVP. He's a fucking fraud just because he can put on a highlight tape.
I think he does struggle to I feel like there's always clips of him making insane throws, but he struggles to throw when he needs to throw. Like when
teams force him to throw the ball.
When the run game opens up the deep ball for him, he can chuck it. But I just feel like when he's down late, he can't throw the ball 5 times in a row and be successful. That just feels like when I watch him, that's how it feels to me. But
I'm telling you, team.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm telling you, Dan Campbell gave the blueprint to beating this team. It is, don't lunge at Lamar, unless he's directly in front of you, just sprint. Don't try to fucking dive and make a tackle, you're gonna miss. Run at him and make him beat you with his arm, and he cannot.
Yeah, I agree. So, week 5 game of the week prediction, Mike.
I forget who I sent in, honestly.
Oh, I know who I sent in.
Game of the week.
That's week 4.
Oh, I got Jags Chiefs. Yeah.
I have the same exact one. That's why I put it as the background.
Oh, that's a good game.
I
think the Chiefs clear that though.
I don't know. I feel like both
in Arrowhead or in Jacksonville.
It's in Barrowhead.
Don't ever call it that again, please. We haven't won there since we did that. No, it's in Jacksonville.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is in Jacksonville.
Game's in Jacksonville.
Oh, never mind. I love that pick even more. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm alluding to something for later.
Yeah.
That could be a good game. I don't know about Jacksonville though. How did what's his name play last week?
Copy answers this week. The Jags beat the undefeated 49ers, which I forgot to mention in our games recap. I mean, the 49ers offense.
Brock Purdy's the assistant quarterback.
They're beating the Niners. They're not beating the 49ers because they're missing way too many pieces to be considered the 49ers.
Okay, they were still undefeated.
Their whole team's hurt.
I mean,
they're a good football team for sure.
We talked about it. I don't think I feel like the Jags are like an incomplete football team, to be honest. I still think the Colts are probably going to win that division, but the Jags have looked better the past few weeks. I feel like they look like they could win it. They could steal it, but I still think the Colts look like a better team.
Adonai Mitchell, that guy cost me so much money, let me tell you.
The Colts should have won this game this week. We didn't even talk about that in the recaps. We didn't even talk.
We can. Let's talk about it. All right, shit happens. Football happens. Balls fall out of people's hands. when Danny Dimes was needing to throw the football to go win, this dude threw 2 fucking picks. I'm sorry. If they are down in a football game and he's got to step up and make big time throws, he cannot do it. He threw, I think it was Kamen Crow that got the pick. That was to seal it. Bro threw it in double coverage, maybe triple coverage. That guy legit is terrible. Now when he's playing in front and he doesn't have to literally like. If the running game's there, like they're gonna run down the ball, run the ball, then they're gonna get the pass game involved. They're a good football team. If they are down in the game and are relying on him to step up and make throws, he had to.
Okay,
he had to against the.
Okay, the Rams are a very good team, probably a top 3 NFC team.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is.
On top of that,
when that's my argument
in that situation.
It's the game of football. I don't care what anybody says.
That is the game of football, and that's exactly what I said last year when Jonathan Taylor did it against the Broncos. I said the same shit. I said that shit.
Football.
That shit happened. But I'm just saying that I don't think. I mean, you think if Adonai Mitchell doesn't drop that ball, he has an extra 80 yards of passing and a touchdown? I mean, that just alone looks insanely.
You give Matt Stafford the ball back. He only needs fucking 5 seconds to go score. He fucking whoop. Yet again, it's a bad way to lose a football game. But my argument will say this: everybody wants to talk about Danny Dimes and is he elite? Is he elite?
He's not elite.
I never said he was elite.
He's top 3. You guys are saying
to the playoffs.
I don't think so. I think he's going to get put into situations. Yet again, we haven't really hit like the tough part of the football year. Right? Like, I feel like the early weeks 1 through 5, are kind of mixy. Teams are still trying to figure shit out. And then you get into the middle of the year and then after the bye. I think teams are going to figure this team out. They're going to stack the box. They're going to try to shut the run game down, force him to throw. And in football games and in playoff games, you are going to have to do more than just pass the football or run the football. If this team does get to the playoffs, they're 0-1. They're losing the first round because Danny Dimes, when he has to make the throws, like when he has to, he cannot make them. He threw 2 picks, and they were 2 bad picks.
Though, like, is it the new rule in effect that it's seeding based on record, not on who wins the division?
Couldn't tell you that. I think it's division.
It's division.
It's division.
Have the higher
it's
seed.
division.
So either way, they're gonna have the 1 through 4 seed, and I mean they could just get a good matchup with a wild card team.
I don't trust Danny Dimes to lead. If like I was a Colts fan or if he
got to the AFC Championship, the boat.
He had I don't know.
I mean,
that defense, that Jags defense was probably one
that
of the
was
best
generational.
Defense. Like that defense
good,
is.
I mean,
I don't know, man. I think the better football.
Miles Jack wasn't down.
I think the Rams are a better football team. Yes, they need a couple things to swing your way. Yeah, but that's the game of football. He's trying to get into the end zone, and he's trying to get the ball out and reach because he's about to go out of bounds. The ball comes out of his hands. Okay, and then he tackles
Austin?
a DB. What?
Austin. It wasn't him reaching for a pylon. He was going to celebrate, and
was he?
There was no one near him, and he just lost.
I thought
the
he
ball.
was getting chased and got like kind of pushed.
No.
I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't give a fuck. I'm not sold on the Colts or Danny Dimes, per the reason of his 2 picks he had. When he has to make the throw, he had a chance to go back down the football. He had a chance to go down and
yeah, he had a chance to win the game.
He had a chance to go down and win a football game. What'd you do? Throw in triple coverage.
He's down there somewhere.
They dropped 7-8 guys, force him to throw. He can't do it. He's never been able to.
He was looking for Malik.
And so that's just my point with them. I think Jacksonville's a better team. Yeah, my game of the week prediction. It's look, I'm tired of picking like these like great like 4-0 teams. Blah blah blah. Fuck that. We're getting spicy this week. I'm going to Patriots versus the Bills. Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen. Ooh, baby. We got ourselves a divisional football game this week. I'm excited for that one. I'm excited. I'm excited for that one. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. For some reason, Stephon Diggs, him and Drake May, they might be building that connection. And I think this Bills defense, they got some good pieces here and there. But Diggs is coming. He's going to be like fucking Scattaboo.
Yeah, you wish. Nobody built like that, boy.
Stephon Diggs is
right this year. I haven't even really seen.
He had a good week last week. I was actually, he was one of my guys I picked in a lot of fantasy leagues, and like in the later rounds, like round 8, 9. Just because he's with Drake May, and I think Drake May can really throw the football pretty well. I think he's a good when it comes to talent to throwing the ball.
They need.
I mean, they play.
Running backs. They need a
No,
running
I
back
don't.
Bad, dude. Their running backs are fucking Drake May over, dude.
Coming from a Cowboys fan.
I understand. I see that Mitchell lost him that game, but like, I don't care what anybody says. He had a chance to go down, and when he had plenty of time, and he threw the triple coverage. But yeah, they played. They played a fucking. They played the Carolina Panthers. He had 6 catches. He had 6 catches, 101 yards. Still, you have to get in the end zone. But I think yet again. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm going for the storylines here, guys. Okay, I'm going for the storylines. All right, I'm trying to get some spice in, trying to make it fun. So that's my my pick for game of the week.
Nick, did we have the same upset pick? Because I have another one. To go different, if you have that same one.
No, you can choose your upset. I'll just go with I'll go with Denver upsetting the Eagles. I don't know if it'll happen, but the Eagles' offense looks weak.
You guys picking your teams are just so boring.
I actually think the Broncos have a good matchup against the Eagles, especially because 2 offensive linemen, one being Lane Johnson, are questionable for this game. And
Philly just won a football game without having to complete a pass for the second half. These cats are out here. They're just trying. They're just trying shit at this point. All right, these cats.
The Bucs defense sucks, though. The Bucs defense is terrible. And
it's not terrible.
I don't know. They're not good.
All right, Mike, give me some spice. What's your upset pick?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Jags.
Yeah, the Jags over the Chiefs.
Not an upset. They're 3-1.
What?
God, you guys, I hate your picks, man.
Organizational. I mean, like.
Yeah.
2 and 2.
You want to hear some? I don't even know. I hate my pick now.
I think the Jags definitely upset the Chiefs, though. I think historically they beat the Chiefs more often than not, don't they?
Austin. There isn't one really to do. I
kind of want to change my pick now too. Oh God.
Like
well, no, I picked mine prior to Dylan Gabriel getting started for the Browns and him taking a shot at Shedeur. So I ain't rooting for him this week. My original pick was I was picking the Browns at home over the Vikings.
You thought you liked the Browns with Flacco better than the Browns with Dylan Gabriel?
Oh, I would be okay with Dylan Gabriel if he just didn't talk shit about my boy Shedeur. He made some. He made some comments. I'm gonna go on the fly here. Just I'm gonna look.
Bro,
I don't even know if you can count this as an upset. What
is it? I'll tell you if FanDuel counts it as an upset.
I'm staring at it. Houston's a favorite.
Or Matrix says in the chat, Jason.
Houston's a favorite over Baltimore.
Houston is a favorite over Baltimore?
Yeah, they're 2.5.
I guess because their defense is like the best scoring defense in the the best defense.
You know what? I got it.
In the league.
I got it. Just I don't know why I'm gonna pick this. This ain't hitting. Give me the Jets. Justin Fields getting his first win against Dallas at home.
Damn.
It's not a bad pick.
Let me get that win. Even though I just said I think Dallas can turn it around. I could be really funny and pick the Saints over the Giants because I could see that happening. But no, I want to see the Jets. I think that's a pretty decent football team too. Like them being 0-4 to me is like you lose to the Steelers by 2 points, but they lost to the Steelers, Bills, and Bucks. But then they looked like shit against the Dolphins though. Like honestly, like Fields is 20 for 27. It's not like he's turning the ball over.
Breece Hall has fumbled at the goal line.
It was same time as the Bengals game, so I stopped watching this game at some point. I mean, they had 3 turnovers. Okay, where were their turnovers?
I think one was a Fields fumble.
And no picks. So I mean, I think he fumbled. Yeah, I don't know. I think Fields can thrive against this defense, and I think they can run the ball pretty well. So yeah, I think that might be a spicy game. Let me get the Jets. That's my pick. Jets over Cowboys.
Cool.
And I know Jake's in the show.
All right, and moving on to the fantasy start bench. No Isaac this week, so I just left his empty. I didn't want to take it out and then have to add it back
Yeah,
in.
Isaac, you're a bitch. Fuck you.
I decided to go double running backs with mine. I'm
Is that
starting
KJ
RJ
Osborne?
Harvey.
Me?
No, that's Jordan Mason. But
Why did it look like Osborne? The
Yeah,
fuck?
I mean, look. All I'm gonna say is that's crazy.
Bro, I literally.
Um, okay, hold on. Let me explain my picks, and then I'll let you guys go with yours. I went with RJ Harvey because he had a pop-off week this past week. Obviously, it was against the Bengals, but the Eagles' defense. This is another reason why I think the Broncos could upset the Eagles. They are the 10th worst rushing defense. And last week, J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey both looked fantastic. So if the Broncos can kind of stick to that and pound the rock, I think R.J. will have a big game, and I think the Broncos will have a big game. Even if it's a close game, I kind of expect us to lose it. But I think if we can keep it close, we might, or even potential. I mean, I think we have the upset potential. I just don't think that we will. But
Mike, don't tell me you're tripping, bro. Come on. Look at that shit. Don't stop.
Ja'Cory Crossky
Stop.
I have as the bench because so far the Commanders have just been a running back by committee. He started off hot, 2 12-point games to start the season, and it's just kind of gone downhill since then. I think him and Eckler being the feature backs, I kind of gave him more share of the carries, but I don't think that they want to rely on him as much. So just because of how young he is, so I feel like they're kind of switching around between their 3 backups and not giving him necessarily the carries he deserves. So that's why I benched Ja'Cory Crossky Merritt.
Like that.
Start Devonta Smith because Jalen Hurts, he hates AJ Brown. He don't fuck with him no more. I don't know what it is, but he ain't getting the football, so somebody's gonna have to get the ball in this game. And plus, AJ Brown's gonna be strapped by PS2 all game. So,
Crazy as hell.
what'd you say, Fatty?
So you're crazy as hell.
Well, we'll see. And Devonta Smith's probably going for 100 and a tutty. Jordan Mason, he's playing the Browns. The Browns don't let you run the ball. Myles Garrett's an absolute dog. And yeah, that's about it for that. I mean, it's pretty simple. You're playing the Browns, don't play them.
Oh, well, you want to know something simpler? I got you here. All right, we're going to go to my start sit. Talked about him a couple segments ago. Stephon Diggs, I'm telling you, this guy, he's telling Drake May, give me the ball 10, 12 times. He wants the football against the Bills. And is he going to get it? I'm hoping for a big game out of him. Good back-to-back weeks on the stat sheet for Diggs prediction. And then I told him 2 people on my bench, bro, bench T, bench Jamar, bench any Bengal offensive player. This team fucking sucks. They got fucking, 100 yards? They have more punting yards than offensive yards on the year. They're the only team in the NFL. Until you see some life out of this offense, do not start a single one of their players. Pretty straightforward. Buddy.
Name me.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with that. And I also kind of like the Stephon Diggs pick. I think I put T. Higgins in that spot just because I know you said T. Higgins or Chase. But yeah, I mean, they've just had a rough go on offense. But the Stephon Diggs pick I like even more just because I'm trying to look it up right now. But I had him on my fantasy team last year. And when he went up against the Texans, he popped off.
You mean the Bills, you mean?
Or
When he was on the Texans?
yeah, when he was on the yeah, the other way around. When he went up against the Bills, he popped off. So I think he's that kind of emotional player that kind of like gets hype. He loves matchups and he loves rivalries. So it might be a good week for him.
See, Austin knows ball.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, buy or sell. I've just got 3 teams on the buy or sell list this week. My number 1 team is the Steelers. Do you think that they break their playoff losing streak?
No, bro. You buy this stock right now with how weak the AFC North is.
Yeah, I mean, the AFC North, we all said it was the best division in football. It might be the worst.
Injuries have really played a big factor in that, too. Let's not sit here and be delusional. But no, this Pittsburgh team's not losing that. If they do, it's a generational breakdown. Or it's either the Bengals and the Ravens figure it out with 2 backup quarterbacks and 2 suck-ass defenses. I mean, Pittsburgh's a better all-around team.
But do you
I
buy
agree.
that when they make the playoffs, they could pull out a game? Because they've made the playoffs every
No.
year for the past 6 years. You
Do
don't
I see
think-
them getting to the AFC Championship game? No. Can they win a wild
I
card
think
game?
they can win a
Depends
wild
on who
card,
they play.
yeah.
Depends on who they play.
Yeah.
I think they got that in the bag.
If they match up against Denver, if the Denver makes it, I would, because that game would also, because they're going to win the North, right? They're that's my prediction. They're going to have a home game in the wild card. Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think they can win a playoff game.
Do you buy Trevor Lawrence being a winning quarterback in Jacksonville?
No, I buy Liam Cohen being a great head coach. I think that's all what it stems from. Liam Cohen came from Tampa, was the OC last year in Tampa. They kind of had that two-headed attack with Rashad White and Bucky Irving. And he's kind of just instilled that identity into this Jacksonville offense with Tootin and Etienne. Etienne's looked the best he's looked since his rookie year. Tootin's been a good little change of pace back for him. Get him going in the receiving game. I think he's actually probably going to start to come on more and more. And I think they're going to be a really good 1-2 in this league. And Lawrence has been a good game manager. You know, when he doesn't throw picks, they win games. I mean, what do you throw, 2 or 3 against you guys?
They just won.
It was just 1, but
They're the one to Dax Hill, if I'm not mistaken, in the corner of the end zone. On the,
I mean-
you asked me too much. I was absolutely piss hammering that football game.
he
He could have had 2, but if I'm not mistaken, it was 1, and then it was a lot of drops out of
PTJ.
out of the receivers around him. No, he had 2 picks.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember where the second pick was at.
I feel like the Jags are definitely a team that's like a QB away. I just don't think Trevor Lawrence is all that great.
I just don't. Who do you replace him with?
That's tough too. I guess you could have drafted somebody, but obviously,
Who?
You just paid him.
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have paid him. Is all I'm saying. I think he got.
Well, who
overpaid.
I think that's hard to judge on. So if you let him walk, who you replace him with? Fucking Sam Darnold or Geno Stone? I think Darnold could maybe.
Geno Stone?
My bad. Geno Smith. My bad, man. No nap after work per usual. I don't know who you replace. That's kind of like asking how to firing a head coach. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's ideal. It's whatever. But who's gonna step in and do better than who's already there? And I don't really know if there's that many guys that would be available that could make Jacksonville better, especially any rookie.
Definitely.
There's not a
Yeah.
single. There's not a single rookie quarterback out there that to me I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so glad we replaced Trevor Lawrence with him. Mike, he threw for 100 yards.
The same thing when they drafted. I wouldn't have drafted Trevor Lawrence to replace Gardner Minshew. I would have traded that pick back. I mean, Gardner Minshew wasn't great either, but he was better than he's been since Jacksonville. That's for sure.
Okay, I got to ask, how much Papania did you smoke today?
Too much.
Trevor Lawrence sucks.
Trevor Lawrence out of college was viewed as a generational prospect.
I mean, he was viewed at, and he hasn't done anything.
He was viewed as the best quarterback to come out since Andrew Luck.
People were smoking fucking. Then how much Papania were the people smoking that fucking?
He didn't lose He didn't lose any game in college.
He was so good in college.
Yeah, but that Clemson team was good.
He was insane in
So
college.
is Mahomes not good because he's surrounded by a good team?
Mahomes' team
come
is
on,
not,
man.
Mahomes is the team that surrounds.
I'm just
Mahomes
saying,
is not
I don't
good.
know. I don't think there's another way you can treat that. Differently for Jacksonville.
Look. Do I think T-Law is great? No, not by any means. But to say that drafting him out of college was a mistake might have been the craziest shit I've heard in these 4 episodes.
Because they already had a decent team before that.
Gardner Minshew was not a good quarterback. Don't ever act like he is.
He's not.
He hasn't done shit since he's left
He
Jacksonville.
hasn't done shit since he hasn't been good at all since he left Jacksonville. But he was all right.
And also, T-Law's got hurt
just-
a couple times as well.
But the thing is, the Jacksonville had way too many issues when they drafted T-Law to just draft a quarterback to patch those holes.
Every team does it.
Every team.
Tennessee's got so many patches to fill. He drafted Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Cam Ward literally said, "Yeah, no, we had."
Dude, that's bro. Cam Ward was. I don't know.
I believe their coach was upset that he said that. Their coach was actually mad that he said that, which As
I
a
wonder where he
coach,
came from.
You should want your players to understand that they're not doing good. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
It's stupid to me.
It might have been the guy that mentored him that got mad. You know, Brian Callahan is from that.
From that great coaching tree.
Yeah. Fucking Zach Taylor's bum ass.
All right. Now we are moving on to our game predictions.
Lamar Jackson, touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, yeah. That's exactly who that is. First game on the docket, Cincinnati versus Detroit.
Clean sweep.
Yeah, Detroit by 40.
Just get it over with. I don't even want to say it out loud.
Giants versus New Orleans. I'm going to take the Giants for sure.
For sure it's crazy because I think New Orleans can win this football game. But I gotta trust in 6.
You know, I hate being this guy. I can't pick with everybody. You know, he's not playing with that chip on his shoulder. You know, he's not going to be tweeting out about Madison Beer before the game. You know, he doesn't have that extra it factor going into the game. I'm just kidding. Give me the Giants.
Yeah, I think Jackson Dart's definitely going to have a field. After playing a tough defense like the Chargers, going up very next week versus a terrible defense, I feel like he's just going to see so much more open this week. Like, it's going to slow down a lot for him. I feel like he's going to have a much better week this week.
I can see the Saints winning this football game. I'm with Mike. I'm going to pick the Giants because I got nothing else to root for. Okay, I got to root for my college quarterback. I don't know if you can see the quarter zip. I am an Ole Miss fan. I got to ride with 6, but I can see them losing this football game for sure. I want to be like if I woke up on Monday and didn't watch this game at all and somebody told me the Saints won, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is the
But
Giants.
we're going to be watching.
I wouldn't be surprised because it is the Giants, but they looked all right against the Chargers this week.
And also, you know, Dart's playing with somewhat of a chip because they took New Orleans apparently didn't want him. Oh, yeah,
Tyler Shue.
Yeah, apparently New Orleans wasn't interested in him, so I think he's going to try to embarrass these cats.
He does have a chip. All right, clean sweep here too, right?
I'm taking Denver, but I mean...
Yeah, it's 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
I mean,
this isn't going to be a football game. We'll have the shit off at halftime.
It isn't going to be a football game. Have you watched any of the Eagles' games this year? Every game has been a football game.
They got an elite defense,
man. Eagles love making every game a football game.
Bro, look, this is the thing is the Bengals gave Broncos fans a little bit of hope, thinking Bo Nix is back.
The Broncos didn't play bad.
He's going up against Cooper DeJean. Is not a safety. He's seatbelt.
I mean, I'm telling you, better than Cooper DeJean if we're talking about white cornerbacks.
You want to put your money where your mouth is?
Cooper DeJean's on a better team. Look at Riley Moss's stats, bro. He's literally, like I said earlier, he's the most targeted cornerback this year.
If you're the most targeted cornerback in the NFL, that's not a good thing.
Yes, it is, because Pat Surtain's on the other side. They're targeting Riley.
Okay,
and guess what?
Quarterbacks,
guess what their passer rating against Riley Moss is this year? 45.5 throwing against Riley Moss this year.
But I'm just saying, if Jake Browning had half a clue how to throw a football to T. Higgins, Riley Moss T. Higgins would have went for 77 catches for probably a $110 and a touchdown.
T. Higgins might have had a better game.
I cannot believe, yet again, we've had 2 of the craziest statements come out on this show today.
You are just a Broncos hater, so you're going to
Riley Moss is not better than Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean is
on a better overall defense. Their defense overall. I mean,
you talk about how good fucking Denver's defense is.
Denver's defense didn't win the Super Bowl last year. Like, it's a different level. Denver's defense is a good playoff. Denver's defense is a good playoff defense.
I got one last rebuttal. I have never in my career, never in my time of watching football, have I seen Cooper DeJean give up 9 catches, 10 catches, $170, and 2 touchdowns, including the game winner on his fucking head in my life. I've never seen somebody pick apart Cooper DeJean like I've seen Riley Moss get picked apart.
Game after he had an ACL sprain. Like, I don't really care.
I don't care
about one game of Riley Moss's entire last season.
I have a question.
Nick, I'm just gonna leave it at this. He was rated the 6th best cornerback in the league.
All right, Nick, if you could pick between the 2, who you picking? Cooper DeJean or Riley Moss.
You
For
could
your
have
team,
Cooper or
right
Riley
now,
Moss right now.
1-1 trade. You can flip it.
I
Who you
honestly
picking?
think they're even. I think I could pick either. Like, you guys don't think that, but Riley Moss is good. You guys are tripping if you think Riley Moss isn't good.
I don't think he's
He gets
bad.
picked
I do
on
not
because
think he's
the
bad.
Defensive Player of the Year is on the other side of the fucking ball. Of course he's gonna.
Yeah,
get
so
picked
he's
on.
got a safety over the top every play. So make a play, you dog
He
shit
doesn't-
fuck.
He doesn't have a safety over the top every play. That's not how their defense works.
PS2's on an island almost every play, yes?
No. PS2
Well,
plays
then
a
you're
lot
coaching.
of PS2 plays a lot of trail routes so that he can like dump off to other defenders when needed. Like in the game against the Chargers, all the Chargers fans posting a clip saying Quentin Johnson's burning him. There's a safety sitting over the top behind Pat. Pat
Riley
falls
Moss
off
is
onto
helped
the-
out by Surtain taking over the number 1 every game,
Riley Moss is
safety help, and then a pass rush
I
that
do
helps
think-
him
I do
out.
think that it's
He
great
is
that
not
we
as good
have-
as you
we
think he
have-
is.
we
I'm
have great-
sorry.
We have great.
I can't even hear
safeties,
you.
and we
I just have to say that.
We have great safeties,
I'm
and we have
lost
great,
for words of what I've heard.
I mean, yeah, he's got his headset off. We have great safeties, and we have great, we have Pat Surtain, but Riley Moss is playing really good on the other side of that football. Like, there's no way you can.
He's got a lot
deny-
of safety help over the top of him.
I mean, sure.
Defense helps him out. You want to talk about good defenses. So, anyways,
Minnesota versus Cleveland. I'm not sure.
Give me the Browns.
damn it, Michael. That's still going to be my pick. We're following this week.
I don't know because I just don't know how the Browns' offense is going to look.
I got
I
the
don't
Cleveland
care how it
Browns
looks.
making the playoffs.
Minnesota's defense is tough for a team
I don't
that-
care how their defense.
Is JJ
This
McCarthy
game,
back?
this
No.
if JJ's playing 1,000%, give me Cleveland.
I
Take
think
a
Cleveland,
brain
Cleveland is a
struck.
quarterback. Cleveland is a Baker Mayfield away from winning this division.
I mean, I could agree with that. I could agree if they had a good quarterback. I mean,
This
that's just-
defense is elite.
They look like the Broncos when they had Drew Lock. Like their defense was like top 5, and they literally couldn't score more than 14 points in a game.
Yeah, no, give me Cleveland for sure.
All right, I think I'm gonna also, dude. I think I'm also gonna take Cleveland just because Minnesota looked
God
kind of
damn
rough against the fucking Steelers. But the Steelers are a good team too, so I don't know. The Steelers are
Cleveland's got a
definitely
better
than I expected.
Cleveland's got a better defense than Pittsburgh.
I think so too. All right, Buffalo and New England.
Ah, this is where I lose. Damn. Give me the Bills. Or sorry, give me the Patriots. They're my upset pick.
Yeah, I got the Bills for sure. I just don't think that the Patriots have a good enough running game to help Drake.
Mike, what's that saying? Walk in your trap, take over your trap. That's the way Stephon Diggs is moving this week.
Yeah, all right. I mean,
He's coming back to Buffalo. Prime time. Big time players make big time plays in prime time.
yeah, give me the Bills by 40.
Yeah, I think 2 Bills, one Pats. Jacksonville, Kansas
Oh,
City.
yep.
I mean,
Take your guys' picks. Give me the
you know,
Chiefs,
we
baby.
got
Come on.
Jacksonville for sure.
Give me the Chiefs.
I got the Jags.
Give me the Chiefs, baby. Y'all crazy as hell. We were talking about week 2, buy, sell the Chiefs. Y'all crazy. Them cats winning the division. Oh, God.
I don't know about all that. We'll see.
Rams by 40.
Yeah, I'm
I think the
on the
Rams,
same wave.
yeah.
Like,
I think the Rams too. I think we're all gonna pick.
it's might be the most
Rams.
cohesive that we've ever been.
Yeah.
Give me the Rams, which that game's probably on.
Alright. And then it starts in 5 minutes, I think, right?
Yep.
So let's go ahead and look at our last topic, which is our Week 3 power rankings. I definitely went through and changed a lot of mine this week. I didn't like the way mine looked at all last week. I mean, my notable changes, I moved the Packers down to 5. They might honestly should be lower, but I think that they could turn it around. And I like the Bucks. I think the Bucks are good. I think I didn't.
I'm
expect them to be a
confused
top
now.
10 team. What?
Mike, what's the
All right, hold the phone. Austin. Oh, the Seahawks at 6.
Oh my god. I didn't even notice that when I copied it over.
Look, I'm gonna be completely honest. This list was sent over at like 12:45 a.m. in the morning. I'm being honest. What I did was I went through, I copied my old list, and then I went and made a new list. I basically just went off record, to be completely honest. Seahawks 3-1. Everybody else below them 3 like my top 10 teams are all 3-1 minus the Jags, which I got them down a little bit. I'm not sold on them completely, but other than that, like they're 3-1. I think they got to definitely be in the top 10 just based off record and resume.
Yeah, I'm good on them.
I mean, Sam Darnold to me he's actually playing. I've given him a lot of flack, and not on the pod, but like in other conversations around like the office around work. But I mean, Sam Darnold's. He's looked really legit this year to me. I mean, this offense they've looked, they lost to the 49ers 17-13 with a healthy 49ers team. They take care of business against the Steelers and the Saints. And to me, yet again, you guys want to talk about make it weeks. I think they're playing Tampa Bay this week. Like that could be their what is it? Their make it game, I guess, or prove it game to me. And yet again, they got an elite level defense. They got three really good corners, a good safety, pretty strong defensive front.
Austin's telling me he hasn't watched football this year. He doesn't pay attention to Seattle. Tariq Woolen's been horrible. He's been
know. But he's gonna bounce back, bro. There's no way that guy Cat plays terrible all year.
All right, hold on.
They haven't even Mike, this team hasn't given up 20 points a game yet. 13, 17, 13, 20. My bad. They gave up 20 last week. This is a defense has performed pretty well. And Sam Darnold, what? Go on.
I gotta look at Nick's fucking list and find what's egregious. Oh, never mind. I found it. Packers still at 5?
Yeah, no, they're down for me. You're muted, buddy.
I'm sorry, yeah, I'm muted. I moved them. I mentioned that when we first started looking at it. I moved them down to 5. I think that they could be moved down more, but I think that they have a chance to bounce back. Like I feel like they definitely could bounce back. I think they're still a good team.
I don't know. I think they're a good team. I have them at 10. I think they're a top 10 team, but
you don't think the Seattle team's good?
Me, no, I don't.
Really? Why don't you think the Seattle team is good? I just feel like they're a pretty decent all-around team. Like I don't think that they're like a contender, right? But I think they could sneak a wild card for sure. I have them at 10 simply because I feel like it's more so I have them higher ranked because a lot of teams have looked worse than I thought they would be. If that makes sense.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten called out for something yet.
What, the Colts at 6 after a loss? Yeah, it's faded.
I
thought it should have been a win.
I think the Colts are still
I would put
9.
I was talking about 15, Austin.
The Bears, yeah, that's fucking so faded, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not sold on. Good. I need to see the Bears win a game that means something.
I agree. I just don't know.
I need to see. Stop.
Their defense looks horrible, and their offense looks inconsistent. You say Ben Johnson, but I feel like they haven't been great all year. They've just had flashes.
Let me find the. I'm literally looking for the Bears right now. Give me a sec. I need the. Okay, are they on a bye this week? Jesus.
Yes, they are.
I have the Bengals higher than you guys, I think, right? Or Mike has the Bengals higher than me.
Okay, so they have lost to the Vikings and the Lions. The Vikings, to us, have proven that they might not be that good of a team. They got fucking dog-walked by the Lions. They beat a bad Cowboys defense, and they held on to beat a fucking Raiders team. Like, yet again, the Bears have a chance to go on a run. They play the Commanders.
Favorable schedule.
They play the Commanders. I don't know if Jaden's playing or Jalen's playing this week. Then they play the dog shit Saints, and then the Ravens beat up dog shit Bengals. Like, then they play dog shit Giants. Like, they can definitely win some games. But as of right now, they're 2-2, and they don't really have an impressive win on my schedule. So that's why I think I got them sitting more around the 20 mark. I think the Patriots might be have a better what's it called? Patriots. They have the same record, but I feel like they have same thing. I guess they haven't beat anybody good either. You know what I mean? So I mean, I guess that's where I can see that argument. I don't know. They also play the Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons, Jets in a matter of 5 games. So like I don't know. I try to do my list off of kind of record and kind of keep it a little bit current. Reason I add that little part in is because Bengals are all the way. It took everything in me not to put them at 32. They look like the worst team of football. If anybody tries to argue against it, they're fucking brainwashed.
So my logic is
bad, but I just don't think they're gonna.
My logic is So why I have the Bengals where I have them is I couldn't put them lower than the Panthers. Because in my head, if they play the Panthers, they're gonna beat the Panthers.
They can't move the football.
My list, I might flip the Bengals and the Dolphins, but I still think the Bengals have a chance at beating every other team below them on that list.
No, the Dolphins are still dog shit. Don't get that.
They suck too. But
I'll say this now, and I'll agree a little bit. I know I'm jumping back. Now they have played 2 really good defenses. Like Minnesota was a good defense last year, and so was Denver. They're both supposed to be really good defenses this year. So I get it going in with a backup quarterback, and you're kind of late planning, trying to figure some things out. But I mean, dude, they've looked so bad to me. The Panthers have at least put up 30 in the last this year. The Bengals have more punting yards than passing yards than offensive yards total. So that's where that is. And
I think I just had a crazy bet.
Oh, well, we're still in the pod. But I don't know. I don't see anything really too crazy. I guess the Seahawks at 6, but I mean, I think they're better than the 49ers. 49ers at 7 for me. I think they're lower on your guys' shit. I mean, they're just proving to win football games with a banged up roster. Like, when they lose, they'll go.
Their roster stays banged up, though. I don't think they have a good strength and conditioning.
Yeah, but they're still winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have.
They're 3-1.
But I mean,
they're a 3-1 football team.
They looked ugly versus the Jags.
Hey man, an ugly win's an ugly win, an ugly loss. Like a win's a win, a loss is a loss. But they're 3-1. They were 3-0 into that game. They got a chance to bounce back tonight against a team that I think we're all pretty big on. But that's on me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part,
17. We're pretty spot on through like 15 through like 20 chain. Like really, our top 14 is just a little bit different, but it's like the same 14.
Yeah,
it's the same 14. Just people are higher and lower on different teams.
Yeah, and I mean, I think
all I know is me and
sense. When it comes to the NFL, I mean, the skill gap is so. It's all about matchups too. Like you know. A team that we have listed at 6 could easily lose to a team we have listed at 20 if the matchup's right for them. So
now I don't know how the fuck you got the Ravens at 16 though. Them cats suck.
Did you put them lower? I put them at 16.
Yeah, me and Mike have them in the 20s. Yeah. Literally, where's Mike on him at?
Live in Cincinnati.
Where do you? I mean, where do you?
22.
Whoa! Hey!
He lives in New York.
Oh well, Mike. Okay, yeah, that's different. But you guys live in you live in Ohio. I was thinking about you and Isaac, but still, I mean.
God damn it! I'm getting Isaac comps.
I mean, I don't know. I think the Ravens' defense sucks, but I think that their offense can carry them to a few more wins than you'd expect.
They ain't carried them to the playoffs if Lamar Jackson's gonna roll over and quit in halftime.
Yeah, I mean, but wouldn't you say if they don't make the playoffs, they'd probably be one of the better non-playoff teams?
No, I think they suck. If you don't make the playoffs, you suck. That's what everybody said about the Bengals. I'm just taking on that trend. Don't move the goalpost with me, buddy. It ain't happening. I'm fucking. You see these fucking? I'm big body. All right. I'm fucking titties bouncing. You can't move me.
I think Joe Burrow himself has proved the Bengals suck. And it's just him.
Joe Burrow should have won MVP last year.
Yeah, I don't know. How were his stats last year?
He led the NFL in like everything.
Really?
Brother threw for 5,000 yards.
He led the NFL in like every passing statistic.
Jason Kelce said on their defense gave up 40 every game. Their offense scored 40 every game.
I know. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Now, Jason Kelce literally said on I guess whatever show he does podcasts on Monday Night Football when they were watching the games, he was like, Burrow might be the best player in the NFL after like watching how the Bengals looked the last 2 weeks. And like a lot of people on Twitter, like not Bengals Twitter, but like
Yeah,
Just-
no, I've seen that. People are like, all right, maybe Joe Burrow's a lot better than we think.
It's like
Yeah, like,
Andrew
it's-
Luck on the Colts or Peyton
He's
Manning
way
on the
better
Colts,
than-
I mean,
I don't know. He's that's a whole topic that we already talked about Joe enough. That's my guy. Stay healthy. Hopefully the Bengals put him in the press box tomorrow or Sunday and help him call the plays. And other than that,
All right,
it's
well,
chopped.
everyone, thank you for joining the podcast today. Make sure you tune back in next week to see some more terrible picks out of Austin. And